everybody, this is Alyssa from Mink Arts and Crafts, and today we are here to do a little bit of an unboxing. And today's unboxing is a canvas from Artdot. So I'm going to pull this up. I have not opened it yet. This will be my first time looking at it. So we're going to take a look and see. This is, so it came inside a box, and then inside the box was this tube, which is kind of like a cool principle. I really like it for, you know, those fat canvases. The one downside, it's not super tall, so it won't fit like the massively tall canvases like some other tubes will. But I love this. I love the fact that it comes with the tube. It's still got the artwork in there. It's got this like elastic, adjustable elasticy band. So this is actually like the perfect size to use for travel because it's not massively long. So this canvas, we're going to take a look at it. So if you're not aware, Artdot has started releasing some licensed canvases. They've been doing storage for a while, and now they're doing more paintings. So this is some of their newer releases that they've just done. This is called Evening Glow, and it is by the artist Zaccheo, and it is in squares. I have never done an Artdot square. I've only worked on some of their round mini canvases, so this will be an interesting experience to see. So when we look at the box here, you've got Artdot Craft as a Lifestyle. It has the full picture right here of the image, which is kind of pretty. It's got that, and we're going to take a look at it and see. So inside here, talks about stress relief, sparkling art. So it's going to have the canvas, diamonds. It's going to have a large storage tray, small storage tray, wax, pen, release paper, and a sealer kit, the stickers, and tweezers. So it's going to have all of those components in there. We're going to open it up and check it out. It was easy to open. I see why they didn't just send it in here. So we're going to take this out. I think that's some of our trays because there's all the goodies. Okay, so our tube is out. We're going to put that on the floor. And we're going to take a look at some of the goodies that came in here first. And then we will go ahead and look at the canvas. So first up, we have a pack of release papers. So these release papers, they're, I need to look and see if they're going to be double-sided. These are, like, I think they're a good size for the average person to do. I honestly do not use release paper. So they have that it'll be interesting to see if they're double-sided or not, but it's a nice pack of them. It's like 30 things of release paper there. Here are the drills, which we're going to get into that in a little bit. We'll look at the drills. And then here is a little thank you for being a key part of our story. It looks like it does have a warranty for diamond related issues, loss, mix up, or spillage. So that's good that they do have that. So that's their little card there. And then we have a pair of tweezers, and they're kind of like, I like that they're the angled tweezers because given a choice between angled and straight, I prefer the angled tweezers. I feel like I have more control with these. So it has a pair of angled, sharp, pokey tweezers. And then these are the trays that it comes with. There's 3 trays. There's this big tray and then these 2 smaller trays. So the big tray, you can see here, it's got the lines, and then it's got a little small grid area here. So if you want to learn how to multi-place, that's a good starting point. It is a plastic tray, but it actually like snugs in pretty well. So that's that. I like to have a white bottom for my trays, but that's my preference. But this and this is like a much better, if I get it to the right way of, okay, oh, there we go. There's how I open it. And it does have like the built-in shelf. So that's the nice thing. It does have a built-in shelf. Doesn't have a pour spout or anything like that. So that is one downside. But I mean, not bad for like the trays that come with the kit. And then we have, you know, the third one, which is another identical one to that. So you get 3 trays, the release paper, tweezers. Looks like here is our bag of sealant right here. So that's interesting. You pour some of the glue onto the painting, use the spatula to spread, and let the glue dry. So that's a really interesting premise, just to be on the safe side to include that. Oh yes, I was like, where's the rest of the toolkit? So this is the rest of the toolkit, which is going to be the pen and the wax. And you can see here it's got that blue heart wax. And then it's just one of the skinny pens with the single placer and the fat 3-placer on this side. So they're just the basic pen, which is all you need to get started with a diamond painting. But I always recommend, like, if you're an experienced diamond painter, even if you just have one pen, I always recommend recommend having a pen that's a little bit thicker, easier to grip. This doesn't come with a squishy, which is fine, but I recommend having something that's a little bit easier to grip. This is great to start off with. It's everything you need to do the kit, but again, when you've been diamond painting for a little bit, we tend to kind of like enhance up on to some of the others. All right, so we're going to take a look at the drills first, and then we're going to look at the canvas. So we are going to roll this back. Oh, look, there's our sticker sheet. I like the size of this. I feel like we've gotten into this trend of having the most incredibly massive canvases you can possibly have, and they all have to be huge, massive, especially the squares. It's like, why are we making the squares so big? They do not need to be that big for the square drill canvases. And I know everybody wants detail, and it's all about the detail, so on and so forth. But anyways, this is the image right here. It's really pretty. I like that the colors on it, so it'll be interesting to see. So it looks like I'm not counting that because that's just not going to happen. But it is square drills. It is a 67 by 46 centimeter canvas. So that is the image, and it looks like we have 2 specials potentially, but it does come with stickers, which is nice because my previous Artdot like little mini kits did not come. I don't think they came with stickers. Well, so we're going to take a look at the drills themselves and go from there. All right. So we have, and they are in DMC order. So here's a 772. They look like really nice quality drills. I'd have to double check. I want to say that they are resin drills. I'd have to double check on that, but they are nice looking like drills. There's, you know, you're going to have some trash here and there in there, but the drills themselves look pretty decent. I'm not an expert on telling resin from square or resin from acrylic or anything like that, but they look like they're good quality. I'm not seeing a bunch of like tabs on the drills. There's like 1 or 2 tiny ones, but that's like I'm used to. So there's our 772, 741, 645, 632, 606, 580, 2 bags of 580, 3 bags of 580, which is a really pretty olive green. We have 535. We have 2 bags of 535. And then we have 518, 517, 469, which we have 2 bags of that one, which is a little bit of a darker green. 452, 451, 352, 336, 321, 312. So that's our first strand of colors. And now we're going to take a look at the second strand, which looks like we have some specials right there. So we have some AB 973, Aurora Borealis is what the AB stands for. And these you can see they've got kind of like that special coating on them that gives them that look that kind of looks like the Aurora Borealis, but it gives that nice extra depth and shimmer. So we have 2 bags of that. We have a bag of AB 445, 3866, 3861, 3841. We have 2 bags of that one. 3836, 3835, 3821. We have 1, 2, 3 bags of 3799, 3770, 3768, and then 2 bags of 3761. And now our last strand of drills, we have 3760, 3755, 3727, 3722, 3371, 3012, 970, 946, 2 bags of 945, and then we have 936, which we actually have 2 bags of that one as well. And then we have 921, 833, 832, 815, 814, 793, 783, and 779. So those are the drills, and we're going to go ahead and move these out of the way, and then we're going to go ahead and see where, I always have to do this because I like to be able to see the specials to kind of show where they, because that's the thing, I love special drills and I love enhancing things. So this is a kit that I can guarantee you I will probably add some enhancement drills to it. We're going to flip it over and see. I do have to say the canvas itself is very nice. It's got that creepy soft felt backing. I have texture issues, so I don't like touching the canvases that are like this, but this is what everybody loves. And the edges have the like that serged edge to kind of give it to cut down on any kind of fraying. Up at the top, we have right here up at the top, you can see it says the logo Artdot. And then as we come down, we've got, okay, so it's 48 colors, 46, 46 colors. which we've got the legend off to the side with our colors. And it says Evening Glow. That's the name of the canvas right here. And that's by the artist Zaccheo. And it even gives us your drill count. And then the 67 by 46. So we've got their information for support over at Artdot. So we're going to take a closer look at this. Look at this image. It is actually rendered very well. So you can see, I like the fact it's definitely a hand rendering. When we look at this, there's no crazy confetti in here. There's no unnecessary confetti. So it's definitely a hand rendered image. And I think they did a very good job with the building, because doing houses and can be challenging. But that's what we're seeing right here. The building, the like this cool house with like, I would love to have that as like my bedroom right there. And then we've got the stairway leading up to it, a little bit of like the impression of basically like water in the foreground. Right in here we have a little bit of like that beachy water right there. I love the color in this, where it's not just a boring sky. We have the color and the gradient like a sunset coming through. And then we have all of these bushes and flowers, and then we got the rocks. So our special drills on this, and I'll bring it up actually before we look at the specials. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the canvas so you guys can see just how clear these symbols are. I am not seeing any confusing symbols. They are all super clear and legible and easy to see. So you can see how just from this, everything stands out. I'm not seeing any symbols that are not standing out clearly on here. And there's not, and it looks like there's the combination of alphabet, there's a combination of numbers. So we've got numbers, we got letters, and then we have symbols, which is the standard way for most companies to do their kits in. So that looks like the render looks great. As you look at this, that's like lovely as far as the render is concerned. It's not something that's pure confetti. There's really, I would say we have a little bit of confetti down around in this area, but even on the confetti spectrum, that's not a ton. And I'm actually like, you know what, anytime we come with landscapes, they can have so much confetti to get the detail, but this really doesn't. So that's wonderful. And that makes me happy. So as I'm going to bring us back up now that we've kind of taken a look at, the canvas right there, and we're going to see, yes, so we're going to come back up right to here, and we're going to take a look at where our special drills are. Well, actually first, let's see. Oh, we're nice and really sticky glue, so that feels good. Nice, good glue. It does have that really thin plastic, so if you're somebody that doesn't like the thin plastic cover, then I would recommend, use release paper instead. It really doesn't matter to me because I only have the cover on for such a short period. So our two special drills that we have the AB445, which is going to be the bow tie, and that's going to be this light color right here, that light yellow we see in the sky. Right there is that AB, and I think that's the only spot that I'm seeing it. Oh, a little bit in that brightest point of our windows right there. So it's going to be that yellow of the sky, and then the highlight of our windows is that one. And our other AB is the AB973, which is going to be this area right here. It's that slightly darker yellow that we see right here. That one comes up a little bit of a line right there, and there's a little bit of it over here. And right there, also into the windows. We have it in all of the windows, right there, a little bit there, and then also a little accent of it along the roof line for that one there. So those are the two specials on this kit. I do have to say, I'm really impressed with how it looks, and the rendering looks fantastic. The true test will be actually putting drills down. So that's something that I do want to work on it and try to get some drills down so you guys can see what it looks like with drills on canvas, because that's the deciding factor, especially when we're talking about a square drill canvas. So that's all I have for you guys for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.